What's up, YouTube Nation? And Nate, it is less than 24 hours away from our first trial HC examination, and I'm gonna do a fucking Kanye West album review. This one's just for you, Nate. I'm even gonna edit it and shit. I downloaded a software just for you. Because I'm so good at procrastinating that I'd rather be productive in doing this. I've written a script, there's a script in front of me. Get keen. Righto. Let's fucking just jump right into it, guys. Sticks and Twigs 2. Right, Vultures 2 is the 15th studio album of infamous Chicago rapper Kanye West, and his second collaborative album in the Vultures series with Ty Dolla $ign. Vultures 1 wasn't anything to write home about. I didn't like it, but I really hope this one is different. It's Kanye West album, so surely it can't be boring. It was boring as fuck. Anyway, first song called Slide. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. I liked the movie intro card sample. I liked that. That was good. Had a good bit of progression as well, which was nice. Good start. Didn't mind it. It was okay. Time Moving Slow is the next track. Pretty generic. Chorus is pretty boring. Verses are okay. Aren't very ambitious. Didn't really do much for me. It hints at becoming interesting about 2 minutes in. It starts to do some shit. It was doing too much. It's just alcohol. And then it just didn't do anything. Didn't need to be on the album. I've written here in the script that I wrote last night instead of studying. Let's just make sure. Go on this again. Track 3, Field Trip. I thought this fucking slapped. Fucking banger. I quite liked it, I wrote. The chorus was hard. I liked it. Kodak Black feature was alright. It was okay. Simple, kind of went hard. I liked it. Fried was the next track. Went downhill quickly. Sounded like Carnival. It's the same soccer fans that did the whoa, that. This is worse. Completely forgettable. I don't actually remember how it went. And there's a 9-second transition straight after that called Isabella. I didn't even really clock what it said, but whatever. Next up is Promotion. Song Promotion with Future. It's always funny when someone says on a Kanye West song, I'm just here for the money, which was on the last Vultures album where Ty Dolla $ign said, I'm just here to get paid. And it's always funny. And Future said it in this album as well. Hilarious. Future sounds uninspired as ever. I've never really liked his flow, but whatever. I like his one song about masks or whatever it was, coronavirus. Too political for me. I couldn't be me. But on this track, Kanye said, like we always do in this time. Which just, makes me think of Graduation. And the song I'm Good with T-Pain, which is a much better song and album, which I wish I was listening to instead of this. Because it's quite boring. And I've written here as a little note, Graduation is king, don't fight me. But you agree, because you're good, Nate. This is a love letter to you. I'm going to fucking post this to YouTube. Fuck you, Nate. Anyway, I love you. Sorry. Next one, Husband. This one I just wrote, Kanye, please leave Kim alone. It's been 2 years. It's kind of weird. Unremarkable song. Yeah, leave her alone. You've got that other chick with the weird, bald head. How does she feel about this? I don't really give a shit. Next song, Lifestyle. Okay, I saw this song was 5 minutes long, and I was like, this is gonna drag on. I saw Lil Wayne was on it, off the Wikipedia post. It was I liked his verse, I thought it was okay. And then in the middle, it kind of dropped off, But to be fair, I was skeptical of Lil Wayne, because usually he sounds like a pack-a-day smoker that I would argue with over the phone at super cheap. Yeah, the middle section was pretty unremarkable, and I was losing hope because we were in the middle and it wasn't very good. Still had 3 minutes to go, and I was like, ugh. Then it made a reference to the Isabella transition, the 9-second clip. It repeated that, and then the Husband track, the Husband track was fucking weird, but at least we got a bit of callback. I was like, okay, well, nice, bit of continuity through the album. Never hurt anyone. Kanye. But then, he got all somber and angelic. It's beautiful. I mean, it's sad because it's about Kim, but he really seemed genuine, and it's heartbreaking. I was like, oh my God, Kanye, this is so, I was really touched. Not in that way, mind out of the gutter. Yeah, you can really hear him breaking down at the end of the track. I liked it. I thought it redeemed itself. It was pretty good. The song Maybe, I wrote nothing track, very forgettable. Not a truer word has been said. I only listened to that song last night and I can't fucking remember a note of it. Bomb. The song Bomb. You know what really pisses me off? You know what really grinds my gears? I was about to whinge at this point during the review about how all the beats were boring and had low tempo, weren't really ambitious. There was no good samples like on previous albums, other Kanye albums that I wish I was listening to instead of this one. Bomb, nice. Started out, liked the beat. Bit up tempo, nothing special, better than anything that's been on the album so far. Tell me why this fucker puts his kids on the beat. I don't want to hear your children, Kanye. That's sus. Just kids rapping on it. Not even a verse. Wasn't a fan. I wrote, Kanye, please rap on a song. Then I wrote here in all exclamation marks, so you know I'm serious. I want the old Kanye. Nice little reference there for those paying attention at home. Next song, River. It's kind of meh. Still, I wish you would stop using that choir. It's getting old. I was looking forward to the Young Thug verse. I thought it could be better. Of course, it's kind of weird. Didn't really care for that much. Next up, we have a fucking Drake song, 5:30. Really, this is my favourite song on the album, I have to say. Wow, loved the sample, loved the beat. Very good at the start. And then near the end, he quieted down a bit, but it was still nice. He was rapping, loved it, really liked it. It's quite emotional. And maybe sets up some character development for you. Maybe this song symbolised, I'm over Kim Kardashian. I'm going to move on. Fingers crossed. Is that little foreshadowing? And yeah, it sounds like a Drake song, which is funny because at the end of the song he says, go listen to Drake and other people, which is pretty funny. Next song, Dead. I'm Dead. He mentions Kim K again. Why the fuck? You just did it perfectly. You just sent it off. There's 4 tracks after 5:30 that all could have been about other shit, about redemption, about not being about Kim Kardashian. And you made it about Kim Kardashian. Why? Why'd you do that? But 5:30 was good, so I'm going to remove the fact that, I'm just going to imagine the album ended at 5:30, which would have been good. Yeah, it was just a Kim Kardashian diss track, and I'm not, leave her alone, mate. Beat, mellow, not interesting. Forever Rolling. I like to flow on the verses near the end of the track. It was alright. Really not much to write home about, really. Sky City. Song isn't bad. A lot better than some of the tracks right before it. Does seem to be trying to have a sincere and reflective moment that I don't really think it deserves, but whatever. The features were pretty good. Then we end on the final song, My Soul. Pretty drab way to end the album. Ye mentions how mumbling lyrics near the end of a song just feels better, which could refer to 5:30, previously on the album, or even Runaway. And this really is my main issue with this album. And now we get into the final part. This is the exciting part, that analysis. Overall thoughts. It was boring. It was hard not to go into the listening of this album with the hopes of the old Kanye. The whole way through, quietly hoped for a fiery verse like on No More Parties in LA, or a well-constructed crescendo of emotion like I Wonder, but it never really comes. Songs like 5:30 and Lifestyle are emotion-filled and are real highs on the album, along with The Opener and Field Trip, which I also liked. But these tracks are probably not going into my playlist, if I'm honest. The good moments are few and far between, and it seems like Kanye West is trying to recapture the past, while also being dragged, kicking and screaming into the present. Oop. He's not ahead of the curve like he was with 808s and Heartbreaks or Yeezus. In fact, he's probably behind. And the recurring mention and belittlement of Kim K makes long stretches of the album quite hard to listen to. But yeah, I just don't think he has what he once had, and I'm not talking about Kim. Oh, a little reach there. The beats, the flows, the catchy choruses, just not there anymore. But hey, some of the features were surprisingly good, and not all beats were completely lifeless, and sometimes we even got a bit of energy from Ye. Is it his worst? No. Do I wish this album was really good? Of course I do. But it's not. And it makes me sad. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. No bueno.